Hello and welcome to the Nintendo Network and happy second anniversary to the Switch. It is a bit insane to think it has been out for as long as it has, and the amount of games and content from what the Wii U provided to the Switch is truly night and day. But as much love and praise as we can all give the Switch, and it rightly deserves it, there is something about the Switch that seems lacking. Something that just seems plain and a bit lazy, and that is the UI. And since its release 2 years ago, the UI has not changed really. Last year I did a video going over all the year ones of every Nintendo home console and what games came out to it. This year, let's take a look at the Switch UI and perhaps dream a bit about what it could be, because I feel the Switch is in it for the long haul. Before jumping into this, I am no expert on hardware and how it all really works. Perhaps adding more to this UI would have caused issues, I really don't know. I'm going off the assumption that it wouldn't have caused any issues, and what I'm going to suggest does seem kind of minimal, at least in my eyes. So if you're going to comment about how it just wouldn't work out with the current Switch we have, at least be nice about it. So this is it. I mean, of course you know, the likelihood of someone watching this and not knowing the Switch UI is pretty low. Anyways, when the Switch came out, I think the shine and flash of a handheld home console really blinded us to the bare experience here. I don't remember many reviewers really talking about it. I mean, it works. It's not a broken UI. It is nice, at least. It's not the worst UI I've ever seen. It's just kinda simple. Yes, you can change the color background from white to black, but those are the only colors. This is change number 1. I would give the Switch different colors. The DS had a handful of different color themes, and I really can't imagine it being hard to have red or blue, maybe more, I don't know. I'm currently a one Switch household, but as my daughter is quickly growing up, I'm prepared to be buying a second Switch here in a few years. Because eventually she's going to want to hog it all the time, and God knows we will both want to play Animal Crossing at the same time. To add some variety or customization beyond the Joy-Cons would be really nice as well. I doubt I'll ever get the Switches confused. Turn it on and you see the games and the account icons and it's obvious whose it is, but the little touches make a huge difference. The second change goes along the line of the colors, but themes. These were such a great idea for the 3DS. It added another layer of customization to the system. You love Link's Awakening's remake? Here you go for on the Switch theme. You love Super Mario Maker 2? Here's the theme for that. If you liked Frozen, well, here you go. Yes, there was a 3DS theme for Frozen. The amount of themes on the 3DS was really staggering. So imagine what the Switch could do. Plus, with the cheap price of most being $1 or $2, really it wasn't all that bad. They were even used as extra incentives when buying things, pre-ordering, or just because. Plus, there was a Dreamcast theme, guys! I loved it, and it's still the theme to my 3DS to this day. I mean, the poor thing rarely gets open, but look! And here. With each theme, there would be some custom music to go along with the visuals. It really helped solidify that this was your 3DS, and the same can be done with the Switch, and who doesn't want to change that music to the Switch UI? Oh yeah, there is no music. Let's make that number 3. If we don't get themes, at least add some sort of music to the background. The Wii and Wii U both had menu music that was subtle, soft, and relaxing. Why can't the Switch do the same? I would seriously love just the Wii U eShop music. It always reminded me of the music from Finding Nemo, and I just loved it. Speaking of the eShop, number 4 is an eShop overhaul. I know it is not technically part of the UI, but I'm including it anyways. It has slowly gotten better as time has passed, but I think a facelift would do it wonders. With many indie games hitting weekly, the eShop is getting harder and harder to navigate. Well, unless they're on the top of the list or on sale, it might be hard to find them all. On that note, let's jump to number 5 and talk about organizing the UI. Folders. Again, adopting something from the 3DS, folders were very nice, especially in the increasingly digital world of ours, and the extent of great indie games that are download only. For me as well, I wouldn't mind having a folder of games I need to start, as I might buy games on sale to play later, and a folder for started games, and a folder for finished games. Maybe I just like to be organized. Number 6 takes a jump away from things to take from the 3DS and expand on what the Switch already has. the gamer icons. And yes, there is quite a variety of characters to look at and choose from, but and perhaps I'm a little greedy. I want more. I want those Smash renders. I understand if third parties can't make it, but there are still so many we could have. K. Rool and Ridley, Wolf, and more. They added the Peachette crown, but how about them? And a side note, the fact that these are all colored backgrounds for them and the UI is still just black and white is a bit maddening. And really, those are just some simple fixes I think the Switch UI needs. In all honesty, the Switch UI is not horrible, just simple, and that just feels odd with how the Wii U, 3DS was before it, especially the 3DS. And as mentioned, the Switch is doing so well, I see it staying here for the long haul. I mean, we are technically on year 8 of the 3DS. Yes, it's pretty dead, but if Nintendo says they're continuing support of it, well, it's technically alive. I do believe 2019 is its final year, though. I can see the Switch having a long lifespan with different variations of it coming out. If the UI stays as it is fine, but I think doing some upgrades to the system could really help give it the staying power that Nintendo and all of us are hoping for. Thank you for joining me here at the Nintendo Network, and happy anniversary to the Switch. How are you going to celebrate with the Switch's 2nd anniversary today? If you like this, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And don't forget, you can check out most of my videos early on Patreon. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have less than a month to prepare for a very special video that will premiere on April 1st.